know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we can overcome. When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need her. I need her. When the darkness comes and we're overrun, yeah, I need her. That's when we need each other. 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 When you're falling fast and don't know where you are, you feel the danger closer than your heart. When the weight is getting heavy and the future is unsteady, close your eyes, close your eyes. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. I know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we can overcome. When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need her. I need her. When the darkness comes and we're overrun, yeah, I need her. That's when we need each other. 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 That's when we need each other.
They don't know how we do it. They'll never get it anyway. Conquering the impossible, all with a smile on our face. We work hard, we play harder, we push it to the limit, going farther and farther. We work hard, we play harder, we push it to the limit, going farther and farther. Grind all day, we dance all night. With body freaks and nature, with body freaks, body freaks. Grind all day, we dance all night. With body freaks and nature, with body freaks, body freaks. Body freaks, body freaks. With body freaks and nature, with body freaks, body freaks.
And welcome back to the final game of the day. We are here. Winner of this match goes on and faces Hecker and PTSD next week to try and get that second spot in the final versus Derby's Pajama Guardians. Welcome back, Shooped, and we're here for this final game.
Yes, and it's great to be back. You know, we've had two fantastic games so far, both for very different reasons and very different styles of fantasticalness. And this I'm Confused versus Divine Sundays. We've seen I'm Confused and how dominant they were in the last game, and Divine Sundays. We casted one of their games in week 1, I believe.
It was our final game that we casted of week 1.
Yes, and it'll be our final game this week as well.
Against Yabai, I believe they played.
That's true. You have a fantastic memory.
I hope.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I might be able to.
But from what I can remember from the little book of notes that I've got here, which I'm not going to show because it's got branding, which Null won't appreciate. From my little book of notes, I can see assassins in the mid lane, very meta bot lanes. You're seeing Jhin, Kai'Sa, Misfortune, that sort of thing. And then carry junglers, which I really want to see some more carry junglers. I really enjoyed the Rek'Sai in the last game, and I want to see more of it. Kindred, Lilia, Kayn from Chibi Mew could be some really interesting jungle to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure. It could be very interesting. I'm looking forward to this a lot. I want to see if I'm Confused can keep up that same level of dominance, because they played out of their minds last game.
They did,
and you know, Divine Sundays, they can come out of left field. Maybe it might be an even game. It might not. We'll have to see how it goes in the draft before you get my my official opinions. I'll say that much.
Oh, I already know which way I'm going to go with my predictions, because, you know, I tried to base a prediction off the draft. I tried to come up with something analytical and lost.
You failed.
Yeah. And then I went for nepotism, you know. It's got to work at some point. I went for, you know, someone who went to the same uni as me. It's got to work. Yeah, that failed as well.
No, yeah, you failed.
So this time...
I failed at that as well, so that wasn't that bad.
So this time, from someone in the chat, Trepio, accused me last time of being too biased. So, you know what? If your draft looks good, I'm going to stick with your opinion, and we'll see how that goes looking at this first draft here.
Playing fully into the bias, I think that's actually a smart play. I'm going to stick to the analytics because I went with the nepotism on game 2, and I completely screwed it. Whereas this time, I'm just going to go with the regular stuff. And again, 100% by my own idea. Called it. Predictions already through the roof.
Obviously, prediction stonks from Shooped are just going to the moon. Mine, please just sell. Like, you're going to lose money. It's not worth. Just sell them.
Just sell.
As we look at these other bands from I'm Confused, I wonder what they're going to go with. It's going to be the Seraphine, which they, I believe they played in the last game, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I believe they played Seraphine, yes. They had Seraphine in the mid lane, yeah.
Yeah, so they had the Seraphine in the mid lane, clearly not wanting to roll with that one through to the next game, as Lulu is going to be the next ban for Divine Tsundere. What are we going to see coming in for this next one? Lulu is an interesting one, because...
Yeah, it's out of my mouth, yeah.
I'm not sure really why, unless it's something that we've missed and it's something that I'm Confused are quite confident with.
It's possible.
Maybe, but yeah, we're going to see the Shen being banned, so removing some of that global pressure. You know, Shen, Twisted Fate, those sorts of characters really help bring a bit of global pressure, and Jinx is going to be the
global pressure. There's a global that you don't want to get hit by.
Yeah, the Jinx Rocket really pack a punch, to say the least, and actually, if I'm remembering right, I do think there was a lot of Jinx being played by I'm Confused in their ranked games. Obviously, that's not reflective of what they're going to play in these sorts of tournament games, but it's going to be their complex picks.
Okay.
Katarina.
You have to warrant a first phase ban.
It is when you're playing into Scarlet. Now, Scarlet is a very, very strong Katarina player. We've seen this looking at their history. Something that we kind of expected from them, and Katarina is a really, really strong pick at the minute. The adjustments that they made to her ultimate, meaning that you can proc things like Blade of the Ruin King and the Kraken Slayer, being able to proc that off the ultimate means huge burst potential, especially on these tanky champions. And Volibear is going to be the first pick coming in.
Yeah, Volibear, very strong. We've seen it before. Didn't go too well the last time we saw it, but in all fairness, that was a different team comp, and Volibear, I think, is a very strong and a very safe first pick.
And we're going to see Amumu.
The mummies.
I'm going to assume that Amumu might be a proxy pick, but we'll obviously wait and hear that from the production.
You think so?
I personally am not a fan. I'm really not a fan of the Amumu personally.
Please, do share your opinion on this.
Now, Amumu, he has great engage, yes, don't get me wrong. Speaking of great engage, Leona being picked up here, has great engage, has great CC, but yep, hearing from production, it is a proxy pick. It is a Rek'Sai, which...
okay, fair enough.
Is
fair enough. I believed in the Amumu, but yes, that's a Rek'Sai. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so it is going to be picked up, and Casa win.
Yeah, that's a... what's the copy pasta? Monka S, point right, clock 1 out of 16? Or something like that? You just hit 16 and you win with Kassadin?
Yeah, if this game goes past 35 minutes, it's done for him. Confused. Kassadin is just going to be able to walk into your backline, he's going to press R, and your Jhin especially is gone.
Yeah, he's definitely gone. But one thing I will say is I quite like Jhin into Kai'Sa. I think
very much so.
The thing is with Leona is she's really good at controlling the tempo of a lane, and that's not just a pun on the fact that Jhin is a musician person thing, stage play person. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. This is going.
You're saying controlling the tempo of the lane.
Control the tempo of the lane and make favorable trades. Jhin likes someone who can do that, who can give him space and can give him opportunities to just get the 4-shot off or good trades that Kai'Sa can't really do anything about. And that is where Kai'Sa struggles, is when she can't just go in and burst people as part of a trade. So this is actually a quite nice bot lane. We'll have to see what they go for when they pick their supports. And as you can see, banning out Morgana, they're trying to get rid of, and Nautilus as well, trying to get rid of supports that specifically can counter this Jhin.
Yeah, so still looking for a jungle on a support on the side of Tsundoi, and you're still looking at a mid laner and a top laner on the side of I'm Confused. So we'll see one of those two coming in. I imagine it'll be the mid lane, because you know that you're playing into Kassadin and try and leave the counter pick for the top lane maybe, but then again your volley's also been declared, so
yeah,
honestly you've got counter pick in both lanes.
It's an interesting one, yeah, but I wonder what we'll have to see what they... Okay, is that a proxy?
Annie, I possibly, but it could also be, obviously mid lane is still an option. The Annie can go mid lane, and obviously having the stun for the Kassadin, and what was that, sorry? Production, could you... Annie is
real?
Real.
Huh, okay.
Okay.
This production is telling us that Annie is real.
You know what?
Heimerdinger, and now Annie.
You know what? We'll take it. Thresh is going to be picked up by Sofa. On the other side, going to pair quite well with this Kai'Sa, allowing her to engage into the backline. You can throw a lantern and get her out if she needs it, but also hooks available. And Cho'Gath.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Cho'Gath.
Now,
just realized that name. That's legendary. But yeah.
Are we seeing Volibear or are we seeing Cho'Gath jungle? I hope it's Volibear.
Well, Volibear jungle makes more sense, right?
I mean, it does, but at the same time, that's a lot of eating that the Cho'Gath gets.
Yeah, there's a lot of
feasting stacks.
But one wonders if Cho'Gath has the sustain and the not just the sustain. Okay, I feel like Cho'Gath in a vacuum has the sustain to clear jungle, but does he have the sustain to clear jungle and also fight against a Rek'Sai? I don't think so.
Ooh, against a Rek'Sai. Now, that's interesting, because the Rek'Sai...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a Rek'Sai, not an Amumu.
And we saw the final pick actually into the Volibear is a Kindred. Okay, so Volibear was the first pick on the other side, so it is going to be Cho'Gath top, and it's going to be Kindred jungle. Now, this is something that I'm really looking forward to. I really enjoy watching Kindred games. Kindred's such an aggressive jungle.
When played well, she's so satisfying to watch. She can
the marks in the enemy jungle means that this Kindred is going to be invading the Rek'Sai, and Rek'Sai, it's an interesting one. It has those tunnels around their jungle to improve their pathing, but also means that they could just pop out of nowhere and take out this Kindred. I'm interested to see how this goes.
That'll be a very interesting jungle matchup for sure, especially in the early game. The problem is that I feel like Kindred can be more effective in the late game than Rek'Sai can, just because Kindred turns into this infinitely scaling hypercarry jungler, like, on top of what you already have on the... Hold up. They just banned Cho'Gath.
It's a good start, so they are going to have to restart the second draft. So, as we do, if I can remember, it is going to be Cho'Gath. It is going to be the Kindred. You're going to then see mid lane was the Kassadin, and then you're going to see Kai'Sa and Thresh in the bot lane for the side of Divine Tsundere. And on I'm Confused, it's going to be Gnar. Thank you. It's going to be Gnar. It's going to be Rek'Sai. Mid lane was...
Ooh, can you remember? Because I can't. I was too busy laughing at the mental question mark ping that we both had when Cho'Gath got banned.
Nope. The mid laner has completely escaped me. The bot lane was Jhin Leona.
That's true. Bot lane was Jhin Leona.
And it was Rek'Sai and Gnar. We'll have to wait and find out. We'll have to wait for the teams to get back into the draft and we'll find that one out. And it was Annie, yeah. That was,
Annie,
how did we forget the Annie?
The Annie was real, yeah. Of course. God.
Okay, thinking at these teams, you have incredible engage on the side of I'm Confused. You have Gnar being able to jump in when they get the mega form, being able to knock people back and also stun up immediately. You have the Rek'Sai being able to engage, being able to tunnel through, get the knockups. You have Annie stun and being able to spawn Tibbers. That's a lot of burst potential. And then you have Jhin with the curtain call, being able to put out a lot of damage and a lot of gauge with the Leona. On the other side, Cho'Gath is going to have roughly 9 million health.
Yeah, no.
So is really not going to die.
Yeah.
You're then going to have a Kindred, who is another marksman. You're going to have Kassadin, where if this game goes longer than 35 minutes, is just going to one-shot everybody.
Yeah, that's kind of... When there's late game carries, there's people like Tristana, there's people like Kindred, and then there's people like Kassadin. You know, just absolutely destroys.
And then on the other side as well, in the bot lane, you've got the Kai'Sa and the Thresh. So all of the, you know what, these teams are very well matched. I feel the scaling advantage you have to give to the side of Divine Tsundere. However, yes. I feel with the engage options, with the you've got a nice balance of like Annie's going to deal a lot of magic damage. Gna's going to be really nice engaging, and Jhin is just going to stay 4 and 1-tap people. If we're going to go with predictions, you know what, Trepio, I'm with you. You know what? I'll put all my eggs in the basket. I'm with you. I'm confused. Gonna go for the dub. I'm gonna see them.
I think I'm gonna dirty double it. Well, in order to be the contrarian that I am, and I am, I will go with Divine Tsunderes because their name is a pun, and it also involves something from anime. Therefore, as you can see from from this poster here, that I am just doing such a good job of pointing towards.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm stupid, but this one here, I like Japanese culture, and it's good. It's good.
You know what? It's better than any of the reasons I've come up with today because my predictions are 0-2. So,
yeah, exactly. Well, that and I just like Kassadin. I think pick Kassadin win game. Like it works out. I think.
True. Kassadin has that potential to. As soon as he builds up a couple of items, you get in a team fight, and all of a sudden he's pressed R and he's killed Annie, he's killed Gnar before Gnar can evolve into Mega Gnar, and has killed the Jhin. And then you're Rek'Sai and Leona, and you're sat there like, oh.
Well, I think even if you just are able to pop the Jhin early on, I think that's worth it, because Jhin is just going to be so much of the team's damage in the late game.
Course.
Gnar is going to damage, yeah, but it's going to pale in comparison to what Jhin can output. Meanwhile, you've got Cho'Gath to do damage to towers, you've got Kindred, you've got Kassadin, Kai'Sa. The only person on the team who doesn't actually do a lot of damage in and of themselves is Thresh.
No, I'm. You know what? Yu-Gi-Oh? Go for it. Go for the full crit Thresh. I believe in you.
Here we go.
Go for full crit Thresh, and then play.
The memes have gone a bit too.
And then have the no. And then you have the Kai'Sa build Moonstone Renewer because she can spam out her abilities so often that she can heal up the Thresh. You know what? It's a 5-hedge strat, and if you don't run it, it's not my fault when I'm confused walk all over you.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
It's really not the strat. Please don't listen to any of my strategies that I come up with in these drafts. You will lose LP, and you know what? You'll probably have your account banned for running it down. But yeah, I expect a lot of these champs are going to be very typical in their builds. You're going to see Cho'Gath looking at the Frostfire Gauntlet. You're going to see Kindred looking at, I imagine, a Kraken Slayer, Kassadin, probably a Liandry's, maybe even an Everfrost. I've seen that being brought out recently because obviously you can just blink onto someone, immediately freeze them. Kai'Sa will probably go Gale Force, and then Thresh, I imagine, is looking at a what's the item called? It's the Locket of the Iron Solari is the one I was looking for.
That is the item name. It's a good item as well. One of my favorite items to build on tanky supports, and Thresh does meet that criteria. I think Locket is insane. I think Locket was too insane, and then it got nerfed, and now Imperial Mandate is sick as well. I think Imperial Mandate needs to be built by more champions.
Yeah, I completely agree.
No, you do not build Imperial Mandate on Thresh this game, but you know.
No, go for it. Build Imperial Mandate on Thresh and see what happens.
No.
And then on the other side, I imagine Gnar is going to build Stride Breaker, pretty typical for him. Rek'Sai is probably going to go Prowler's Claw, and either Ludens or Liandry's. Jhin is going to build Gale Force, and then the Leona is probably going to also build Locket.
That makes sense to me. I can respect that.
Yeah, I imagine. You know what? This game is going to be really well balanced in the early to mid game. Whichever team takes the lead towards the end of that mid game, I think is going to be the one that actually walks away with this one. It's going to be close, but not as close as chat. You know what, chat? You've got my back this time. 66% of you think that I'm confused. You're going to take this one compared to the 34% that are on your side this time.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. They weren't on my side the last time.
You know what?
And they weren't on our side the last time either. Maybe Twitch chat is maybe they have like a reverse democracy where the people who vote the less, the people who vote the least are the ones that are correct. That's
you know what?
I failed.
If that comes out again, I'm going to be quite annoyed because it's going to be a minority winning every time, and I've had the majority on my side every time.
That is true.
But before we head into this game, I do just want to remind you one more time that this stream wouldn't be made possible without our partners. It is Logitech G, the world's best-selling gaming gear.
Selling, so why wouldn't you increase that stat, right?
I mean, if you can, there's a Logitech keyboard right here. It's sat on my desk. Ignore the breaks. I damaged it in transport. That's nothing to do with this. It's the fact I dropped.
To say damaged it in transport from gold 1 to silver 1 for chance.
No, it was more the fact that I dropped my bags walking into my new accommodation.
Oh no, it's good. I just saw an opportunity and it's good. What
you know what? I've never been that high, so you can take all the jokes you want. I've been stuck in bronze since I started League.
Nice.
And also, we've also got to give a little shout out to Unite Students Accommodation, available in 25 cities across the UK. Go ahead and book with free cancellation for your 2021-2022 academic year.
Very, very good stuff. Now, we are back into League of Legends. Lots of pings happening on the map from blue side. They could be looking for an invade here, and with Thresh, it's very possible their level 1 damage is actually quite big. So we'll have to see what happens here.
If the Cho'Gath has also started with either the Silence, the Feral Scream, or Rupture's Knockup, and someone gets hooked by this Thresh, I believe they're dead.
Yeah,
Just straight up.
Yeah, they don't have vision here, and they also do not know... Oh, hang on. Nope, there's no low ground. Oh, Thresh is showing. Everyone else is showing. Leona.
Ooh, unlucky. As she does get knocked up, however, Kassadin is going to get a little bit of poke in there, but nothing found, unfortunately. Obviously,
I know
Kindred playing...
Yeah, Kindred was hoping to kill the Rek'Sai. That's why she had him marked.
Yeah, of course, as the jungler, you are going to mark your opposite to begin with and look to try and get something off on them, maybe look for an invade. Obviously, Kindred is going to be in the Rek'Sai's jungle throughout. And we'll see how this one pans out. Going to be an interesting... With the engage that we saw, obviously going for the invade, really kind of shows how this game's going to go. Hopefully, should be in for a good matchup.
Hopefully. Rek'Sai starting red.
Well, we haven't had a bad game so far across the. This is
No,
now the sixth game we've casted.
Yeah, 6th game we've casted, and all of them have been bangers. What can I say? That's a nice little example of what trades are going to be like on mid lane. Just both throwing your targeted Qs at each other. Unfortunately, Kassadin will win those trades though because of that magic damage shield that he gets. Thresh positioning aggressively in these bushes. See what they might actually do.
I'm really hoping that this Thresh is just going to stand up in this bush. Obviously, Leona is going to drop that ward now, so it's going to deny that bit of space. But if he just stands in that bush, there's nothing that this Jhin and Leona can do, and is just constantly going to allow this Kai'Sa to free farm. Yeah. And really what they want to be looking for. Yeah,
the more farm that Kai'Sa gets, the faster that she will scale into something which is just absolutely unstoppable. So it's a straightforward strategy, but it's an effective one.
And honestly, those are the ones that you really want to take. You don't, when you're this stage in the tournament, you don't really want to be taking the difficult matchups where you can, as the Leona is going to engage on here. Now it is going to be heal popped by Kai'Sa, but she is going to get stunned up once again. And it is going to be a nice pick from the Jhin. Nice little burst of speed coming in from that fourth shot, allowing him to flash, heal, and get a nice little pick over there. And we're going to see, I imagine, the battle for the ages between this Gnar and Cho'Gath up in this top lane.
It's gonna be. It is actually going to be a fun one between the two of them.
Of course. I really enjoyed this matchup. I really enjoyed watching good Cho'Gath play. We've seen a lot of good Cho'Gath play throughout the tournament so far.
He's a very reliable pick. He's good. It's good stuff, and it is nice to see the big boy eat his meals.
Of course, and then also Gnar is also just a joy to watch, watching that little boy bouncing all over the map, hopping off people's heads, as we are going to see possibly a gank coming into mid from this Kindred, but she's just walking behind Kassadin to grab a little bit more farm.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Well, ganking as Kindred is difficult on the best of days, unless you're like super far ahead. And Kassadin doesn't really have much CC to his name, so I'm not sure Kindred can actually make anything happen on mid, but top and bot are going to be very interesting for Kindred, I think.
Yeah, I would like to see this Gnar stepping up a little bit more, looking to pressure out this Cho'Gath, because obviously he is ranged. Gnar being able to throw out the boomerang repeatedly, as we are going to see another engage coming in from the Leona now. Is a really nice engage onto this Kai'Sa once again. Thresh does land the hook, but it's not going to quite be enough, as it is going to be a flash coming in and not quite able to catch the Kai'Sa. But now is the Rek'Sai being dragged back. It's going to be Thresh getting picked up by the Jhin. That's a double kill for Jhin there, taking out the Kai'Sa as well, as the Kindred is going to pick up the Leona now, and this fight is going to keep going. Kindred is going to find a double. Anything else? No, the TP was coming in from the Kassadin, and that's exactly what you want to see from your Kindred there. 3-0-0, and Kindred is set for this game now.
Yeah, well, they got a triple kill at 4 minutes, and on top of that, it was on. It gave her one of her marks as well.
We are going to see another fight up in the top lane, though. Nara is going to get another stun off, but it's not going to quite be enough. It's close between the two of them, and nearly getting caught by that rupture there.
That was
from the Cho.
That was
But yeah, you've got a Jhin that's 3-1 on one side. You've got a Kindred who is 3-0 on the other side.
The Jhin going back and getting Noonquiver this quickly, like, goddamn.
Yeah, you don't. Honestly, I feel sorry for this Kai'Sa in this lane now. She's into the Jhin, who is just going to try and freeze this as close to his tower as he can now. Like, this isn't going to move much further than that, and it's not going to be a fun match to play for Kai'Sa.
Kassadin hits 6 first and is looking to make something happen with it, but probably won't dive tower. Yeah, it's about an even trade actually.
It's played well so far, as it is going to be the Gnar taking a little bounce over the top.
He's fighting into range.
Nice little
cannon minion though. There's a lot of damage.
Nice flash over, and it is going to be a knockback, and the stun does come in, but the auto cancelled twice. Unfortunate there for Gnar. You could have taken out Cho, but you cancelled the auto.
Oh, that's
so sad.
That's so unfortunate. I think Gnar's health got too low, and they were just kind of like, okay, no, I've overstayed my welcome, and decided to just back out and take the safe option. Which is where it's the panic, it's the uncertainty.
But you know what? Gnar went into that with such low health that I'm surprised that they were able to escape with their life, and this Kindred is now sat waiting for this Jhin. Yeah. Has the mark available on the Jhin and is looking to claim that 150 gold bounty, as well as it is going to be Leona engaging now, as well as the Kindred is now going to finally come in. Going to put out so much damage onto the Jhin. The shutdown is going to go over to the Kai'Sa, and it is going to be the Kindred still picking up her mark. So that's a nice 150 gold bounty. But unfortunately, Thresh going to pay for it with his life once again.
Yeah, but that's fine, because again, you're getting your Kindred marks. 1-for-1 trades plus a mark is worth it, which is why Kindred is so good. Especially when you're trading support for AD carry, because they can also get the dragon now uncontested. Ocean Drake's just going to make it so much easier to lane for a lot of different champions on their team. Specifically, Cho'Gath already has amazing sustain from his passive, but now will have even better sustain against this Gnar, who will just, Gnar's whole thing is that he just withers you down by punching you occasionally, but Cho'Gath now has a little bit more resilience towards that, which is nice.
Yeah, and really well played so far by Chibi I said that I wanted to see them on carry junglers, and really doing that so far, playing very well on this Kindred. 3-0-1, has the Noon Quiver, is looking at the Zerka Greaves as well. I imagine is going to look at the Kraken Slayer. It's very, very strong, but also Shield Bow is another very good option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shield Bow is a pretty decent option, but honestly, I think on Kai'Sa you probably want to go with the Kraken Slayer instead, even if you're behind. Just because I feel like if you build Shield Bow, you might just be gearing yourself to lose. Like on a lot of other carries, I can feel it, but on Kai'Sa, she just has so much damage potential that I feel like you want to play into.
So much damage coming in from this Gnar, just throwing down on this poor Cho, and he's going to get another pick. That's going to be the first one up in the top lane, and Gnar going to look to press his advantage now as the Kindred, the Kassadin is going to go in on the Annie, going to get stunned up as in comes Rek'Sai now. Does have the ult available, but not going to go for it just yet.
He used it to clear the creeps, and he had to flash because of it. Greedy.
Very greedy from this Kassadin, and Annie is more than happy to just sit back and just keep trying to poke out.
Yeah, no, that Gnar Cho'Gath thing that we saw up top is exactly how that matchup kind of goes. Cho'Gath bullies and Cho'Gath sustains and everything, but if Gnar gets behind you and he's in the if Gnar gets behind you and he's in the pole position, you do not get out of that alive.
No, not at all. And we're now seeing pickaxes being picked up by we might as well say the 3 AD carries. Kindred is an ADC in the jungle, and everyone has their Noon Quiver. Everyone has their pickaxe now as well, so fairly even damage for a lot of these characters so far. And Kindred gonna look to pick up another mark on the Leona. So have to see how that one goes. She's been playing very safe so far, and has been really good with these counter engages. The Thresh looks to go in, she's able to Zenith Blade onto the backline, and they have no idea that the Kindred is even here.
Yeah, and an interesting one that she's gone for the Leona this time, but I guess she can't go for the Jhin because of the cooldown, right?
Exactly, and it is going to be Rek'Sai getting stomped up into the air by Cho'Gath, and
sleeping this hard.
Annie moving up as well. Cho'Gath, you're not going to be able to win that, unfortunately, my friend.
Yeah, Gnar's even coming down as well. This is a Rift Herald. This is a Rift Herald for I'm confused, definitely.
Oh, definitely, and I'm wondering, obviously, whether it's going to go to the mid lane or the top lane. Obviously, Gnar's got quite the advantage, pushing very well currently.
I think
but opening... Yeah, opening up the mid lane, really preventing a lot of the Kassadin's farm, pushing it back even further and allowing yourself a bit more pressure towards looking at those objectives, looking towards your drags and looking towards your Herald or Baron later on.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I like the pressure. I like the spacing. I like what they're doing here and what they can do with this Rift Tower. We'll just have to see what Rek'Sai decides to do with it, because I do think that there's many arguments you could make for also putting it on top, considering how far Nara's pushed in. You could secure that first turret and a lot of plates for it. It's just really what their team thinks is the most important thing for them to do at the moment.
Yeah, whether you look to push that lead with the Gnar and try and allow Gnar to scale to be more of a hyper carry, or whether you look to just allow the Annie to open up this lane a little bit. Like, Kassadin is first one over 100 CS. Annie is 30 CS behind. And,
nice.
That's, sitting nicely on 69 CS. And seeing a 1,000 gold deficit over the Kassadin, and that's kind of worrying, as we are going to see an engage down here in this blue side jungle. Kassadin hopping over the wall, but it is going to be Rek'Sai tunneling away, and Annie has a stun available. If she can catch up with anyone and is able to summon Tibbers, could be huge burst potential and a huge stun as well. Obviously, that next spell cast, dropping the stun when she is at full stacks. We're going to see Rek'Sai heading down towards the bot lane now as well. Obviously, there is currently marked up the ward that Rek'Sai is sat on but doesn't know about. Yeah. And they're going to start the drag. Rek'Sai is the mark for Kindred, though.
Yeah, so she could just jump in and do it, but, it's 4v5 if they want to try and steal this. Kindred has the tools, but she might die for it.
I don't feel like she's going to go for it. I think it's very, very smart play there to hold your finger off the trigger there. Look to just farm up a little bit more.
For a Mountain Soul, you don't care about it. For a Mountain Drake, you don't care about it that much.
As we will find out which soul we are going to get here. It's going to be Cloud, so another Cloud coming in once again, as it is going to be Kassadin stunned up, and that's going to be the Rek'Sai coming in and cleaning up. Stun from the Annie was clean and allows this Rek'Sai to finally get a kill on the board. So we are going to drop the Herald mid and open up this mid lane. Maybe even take the turret. Kindred coming down to cover this one.
Yeah, I won't get a full turret, but I like how she committed Tibbers there as well to try and push. Oh, hang on, Lantern. Nope, not clicking it.
No, not looking for that engage. As I made the right call. Kassadin is going to pick up that Everfrost Gale Force for both ADCs, and Kindred will look to back before they pick up their Mythic. As
wonder what they'll
build
pick up
is looking like Prowler's Claw here for the Rek'Sai once again. We're going to see Frostfire on the Choke, or you build, and then Stridebreaker on the Gnar, I imagine.
Yeah, no, all good pickups for their respective champions there. It's pretty standard stuff, but it is, like I say, effective. There's a reason it's standard, you know?
These are the standard builds just because they are the strongest builds, and it's going to keep going that way. The Gnar being able to hop over and then put that massive slow on is absolutely huge.
Oh, look at that fat bounty on the Kindred, actually. Kraken Slayer just picked up by his
as well as the Zerka Greaves, as well as... Not sure what happened there. Missed that one as both mid laners take a little nap between the tier 1 and tier 2 turrets.
Yeah, they're sleeping. Don't wake them. It's okay. Yeah, it feels like I looked away for a second and missed an entire engage. I'm so sorry.
I imagine what happened there is we're going to see the Kassadin engaging, popping the ult, and is going to drop the Everfrost on the Annie. The Annie is also going to drop a stun on him. He takes 2 turret shots. He's going to die, but the Annie is also going to die from the huge burst damage that Kassadin has.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what I'm going to assume happened. If I'm wrong, then I didn't say what I said.
Yeah, no, that's true. I was there. He didn't say it.
Exactly.
Right. Here's the thing. I haven't actually seen Kindred go too much into the enemy jungle and take their camps. And I think that's because Rek'Sai is just so dedicated to clearing all of them all the time. Like Rek'Sai, Alucia has just been super focused on farming here. 106 CS. It was really nice stuff.
Yeah, it's farming through their camps very, very well. And as you can see, as soon as those marks are coming up, you can see that the wolf camp is marked. Rek'Sai has already been there, has already cleared it off.
Already taken it, yeah.
And Kindred won't know that until they've seen it. So it's really working well in their favor. This Rek'Sai kind of counter-jungling by jungling through their own jungle.
Yeah, it's counter-jungling. It's a very advanced strategy.
It's the most 5-head strat that you've seen. As Rek'Sai is just going to look to back, and again,
just gone.
Kassadin, he jumped onto the Annie once again. Everfrost is popped, and goodbye. There's not much you can do unless you have your stun ready, but Jin going in very, very aggressive here. Zenithblade is going to be popped, but it's not going to find anyone as the group does come in over onto the thresh.
I think it's a good thing that missed. I think Leona might have died if she'd have gone in there.
Silence does come in over onto the Rek'Sai now, as we are going to see a lot of people moving down towards the bot lane now. It is going to be Chibi looking to try and find something. Has the mark available on the Jhin, but isn't going to move for that one. And we did see first turret falling in the mid lane, that tier 1 being picked up by the Kassadin, and starting to look scary. Level 12, you're only 4 levels away. It's
only 4 levels.
Once
big Monka S towards the Kassadin, and looks like I'm confused. Looking to shut him down as well. Nara over the wall, possibly. See if they were actually managed to get him.
Oh, jumped in onto the Gnar. The stun isn't quite going to come in there. The Everfrost does come in, and it is going to root up the Rek'Sai. But now everybody chasing this Kassadin doesn't have enough for another ultimate, but realizing that this Kassadin is way too far away to catch now, they are just going to be happy to take another Rift Herald.
Yeah, might as well just back up, get the objective that's important. You can send this mid again, and that guarantees a tower, which is nice. Or you can send it top. Maybe you can turn around and gank Cho'Gath, because Cho'Gath seems to just be in the area. But here comes Drake. They're looking to kill this before you can get here.
Oh, of course, you're going to take one objective, and it's just going to open up the other one. Herald is just temporary pressure, whereas the Cloud Drake is permanent.
Yeah, Drake is forever. And that will reduce the cooldown on the ultimates on that side, which is actually quite good for Cho'Gath. It's always good, especially on Kassadin as well, I guess, but Cho'Gath also.
Yeah, interesting to see this one so far. I'd love to see, if possible, Mr. Production Man, if we can see how many marks Kindred has.
Yeah, that's
we can see... Well, we won't be able to see. We might have to just get a whisper coming in and see how far she actually is ahead. I'm interested to see. Obviously, gaining those stats, she gains extra range, extra damage.
I can see in the corner there, it's 4 marks.
And she is only at 4 marks. So,
not fantastic.
Really,
because of that counter jungling, right? Those marks have been exclusively from kills.
Yeah. So, as we said, Rek'Sai doing such a good job of taking those camps that are periodically marked by Wolf. Really, it's an interesting engage here. Clearly feeling yourself as you do go in on the Leona, and the Gale Force is going to be enough. It's going to come in and it's going to take out the Kindred, as the Jhin is going to pick up yet another kill. In comes the engage now onto the Cho'Gath. It is going to be the Prowler's Claw. It is going to be procced as well to increase that damage. The ultimate is going to come in, and unstoppable, by the way. Down you go. Sayonara Cho'Gath, as it is going to be Rek'Sai picking that one up once again. But Kassadin is going to find the 150 gold bounty. Really not who you want to be giving it over to. 4 stacks now on that Dark Seal, and a blue buff to boot.
No, that's really good stuff. And yeah, as you say, just completely unstoppable. That was some really good pressure and some really good fighting there. Cho'Gath dying again. Not really having too much of an impact this game. I believe that's that's not Frostfire, is it? That's Sunfire Aegis.
That is Sunfire Aegis being
deciding that the physical resistance is more important, which I can understand. They've got 3 physical damage champions, but I'm just wondering if that's actually going to be useful. In terms of abilities.
It's an interesting one on Cho'Gath. Normally, it's the most common build is just to go with the Frostfire Gauntlet and allow to create those slow zones with all the abilities and just become just chain CC. But obviously, Annie Banani knows something that we don't. Clearly playing Cho'Gath a lot more than we do.
Gives you more resistances versus physical, no?
Yes.
Yeah, the reason that she's gone for that is obviously because she is behind and their entire team is physical. She's got the plated steel cap, she's got the bramble vest as well. She's looking to go full armor Cho'Gath here, just to instead of being a big CC machine, she wants to be a big unkillable machine that also is just someone that they don't really want to attack in the team fights, because of their grievous wounds, because of that return damage as well, which I think is not that bad. It's just that's not really like if you want to do that, you don't want to pick Cho'Gath to be the tank to do it, right? It's kind of it's a plan B,
Yeah, more if you're thinking of just being a pure armor tank, you think of more an Ornn or a Malphite or something like that.
Yeah,
but we'll have to see how this Cho'Gath is going to play out. But obviously, still having all of those CC, just not going to have the slow zones created by Frostfire, as we are. Everyone's seeming on this bot side. We've got a minute and a half till Drake, and Cho'Gath's just going to keep bonking on that turret and try and open that one up.
Yeah, Annie Banani is using the space. TP from Gnar to save it. Smart. Still gets the farm, though.
He's going to have to go up and get a little bit of farm there as well. But everyone just kind of posturing at the minute. No one looking for any engages. As I say this, we are going to see Rek'Sai coming in. I thought was going to engage with that ultimate straight away, but nothing found there. And goodbye, Nara, I imagine. And knock-up comes in from the Cho, but you've tanked a lot of turret shots. Luckily, your Triumph proc is going to keep you alive there. But is going to be a kill over onto the Cho'Gath, as we do see Annie moving up as well. Is she going to be able to find anything? The stun comes in now. It is going to be locked. It is going to be a nice little hourglass coming in. It's going to be a shutdown onto the Annie. Now, can she get rid of the Cho'Gath, as we are going to see the Kai'Sa fall in the bot lane? Double kill for Annie, as we're going to see the Jhin picking up the Thresh as well. So many kills coming in from I'm Confused. I want to see the spam from you, Trepio. Keep it coming. Keep the hopes alive, as we're going to see everyone's setting up 20 seconds for this next Drake.
Are you talking to Twitch chat?
Maybe.
That is a bold move, my dear Joe, but hopefully it will work out for you. But yeah, that was kind of insane. That was 3 kills on I'm Confused. Different parts of the map, and now they're going to take this dragon for free, and it's going to be 2-2. This is looking to be quite a close game, just like the first game that we casted as well. This is shaped up to be quite the battle for survival here. They want to face against is it up against your
They'll be facing Hecarim PTSD next week. Right. And then they will be facing the winner of that will be facing Derby's Pajama Guardians in the grand finals. So these teams are 2 games away from the grand final. The rest of this one and one more, as we are going to see everyone in.
A lot to play for. They're on their last legs, and they are both giving it their absolute all. The only thing that I am concerned about is the 6-2 Jhin. That's never something that you can understate.
You know what's scarier than a 6-2 Jhin though?
What's that?
A level 14 Kassadin, because he is 2 levels away from the dreaded one-shot zone.
I don't think he's that scary at the moment. I think he's 2 levels away from being that.
Yeah. 2 more levels and this Kassadin will be borderline unstoppable. Yeah. I'm expecting that a lot of resources from the Leona, from the Rek'Sai, from the Annie when she builds up her stun are going to be going towards that Kassadin and stopping him from being able to just shred apart the rest of this team.
It'll be interesting, at least.
But again, he's just free farming, just in this bot lane, and he's finally moving down to match that now. But yeah, it's working well so far. Looking to.
It's an interesting one because they've got so much. It's 25 minutes and mid-tier 1 is still up. That's kind of weird. That's suspicious. And they want to deal with this because they are pushing. They've got 3 heroes here. They've got Rek'Sai in the backline. Maybe they look to make some kind of push into a dive here. Annie's not here. She's fighting off Katzen on the bot lane. But they have, they've got the turret defense force out in full effect. So it's interesting because it feels like I'm confused.
Is Kassadin going to get caught out here? And he does have the stun. He is just going to press the R button and run away. But does have the flash available if needed. And immediately. Everyone on Divine Tutunture is going to move towards this Baron, not realizing Rek'Sai has vision on it and is going to possibly look for a steal. Can they go for it? It's going to be very low, but it's going to be taken by Divine Tutunture. But are they going to be able to keep any of these Baron buffs? It's going to be Chibi Mew taking out Lucia on this Rek'Sai, looking to try and open this one up. The ultimate is going to be popped to make sure that this Cho'Gath can stay alive, but it is going to be Gnar into the backline. Can he find anyone? Not going to find anyone at the minute, but it is going to be Cho'Gath being the next one to get paid. Scarlet Please is going to get the pick over onto Aya. It is going to be the Mega Gnar is going to fall. So much damage from this Jhin, but not enough to match that of the Kindred, as the Baron buffs are going to give them all those extra stats to double kill for the Kindred, and the Annie is going to pop. She's going to take out the Kassadin using her lovely little friend Tibbers. Going to take out 2 Baron buffs, but still 3 available on the board, and that's the best you can make out of the situation if you are on the side of I'm confused.
That was insane. This Kindred player is mental. What like that was the cheekiest Baron I've ever seen, and it worked so well that they got a team wipe off of it, and now they're gonna get they can keep pushing this. It's only Rek'Sai up. Like, they're not going to, but they very easily can. That was by all accounts that shouldn't have worked out, but it did, and I can't argue with it. That was way better than it had any right to be.
It's playing out very, very well. The Jhin put out so much damage, but as soon as you see the Kraken Slayer proc come in from the Kindred, like that Jhin is unfortunately dead. Kassadin is 1 level away.
Yeah, she absolutely melts it. I don't even care about the Kassadin at this point. My eyes are glued to this Kindred. That is a 7-1 Kindred right there, my friend. With an IE and a Collector, she's looking for some heads. You know, she's hungry for blood.
Chat. Kassadin is 1 level away, and Shoop doesn't think that that's a problem.
You know what? She doesn't. She doesn't think that that's a problem.
Level 16 at Kassadin, Monka W is all I'm going to say, as they are going to be posturing now. 20 seconds left for this next Cloud Drag. Whoever takes the next one will be looking towards the Soul, as Kassadin is going to go so aggressive. Level 16 now has that upgraded ultimate available, and so much damage coming through onto this Jhin. He's going to have to pop the stopwatch, but Annie Banani is going to take out that Rek'Sai, opening this one up, and the Kassadin is just going to lifesteal a little bit to open this one up. This Drake is now free because there is no jungler for the side of I'm confused, but Gnar's just going to...
Here comes Gnar with the tower push.
Advantages where they can. Gnar is going to open this one up, and it is going to be Soul Point for the side of Divine Tutunture.
Okay, so I think the audio is bugged, because Kassadin's stasis effect is constantly playing around him. I don't know if you can hear that.
Lovely.
Sound.
Just has the permanent angels singing around him. That's how you know that he's coming.
Yeah. No, he is descending from the heavens himself. Yeah, can you hear it?
I can.
Yeah.
You know,
everyone needs their own music.
You know what? League of Legends is a perfectly coded game. There's never been any bugs whatsoever in this game.
Spectator mode at you.
We'll ignore the Viego bug during the week where he could get 64,000 stacks on a Doran's on a Darksteel. Speaking of Darksteel, though, Kassadin up to 3 now, and
yeah, because that's the scary part of Kassadin.
You know what? If it keeps going, I can see this Kassadin picking up a Medjai's.
I can't. We just sold it.
Oh, really? You know what? That's what I get for making predictions. I need to stop.
Yeah. It's like the... Oh, God. You're setting yourself up to be called Always Wrong Joe or something.
You know
this is how nicknames start. You're a fantastic play-by-play, my friend, but please, leave the analysis.
I'm never going to make a prediction again. That's a lie.
Well, didn't you just make a prediction that you'd never make a prediction again?
Exactly. So that's why it was a lie.
Bypass. Strats.
Nah, again, just going to tear through this bot turret, and...
Cho'Gath's there to defend it, though. Probably won't get too much through it, but that is good damage. Must have taken about
this Gnar with Stride Breaker and also with the Sterix Gauge is going to do so much damage, but now comes the Kindred. Chasing down those hops, going to really do a lot, but just going to pop the ultimate, make sure that everyone gets healed up, but in comes the absolutely massive burst coming in from this Rek'Sai, with the Curtain Call as well being available, putting out a lot of damage at the same time. But Rek'Sai, that Kindred just disappeared.
Yeah, no, that was a huge overestimation of Kindred's abilities there, because the moment she'd used ult, Rek'Sai recognized that they could go in and just absolutely demolish her. Because that's the one thing, you don't want to go in and overextend on the Kindred, because if she reaction ults, then all of a sudden you've wasted your efforts. But
Yeah.
it's once she used that, because she did pop it a little too early, Rek'Sai had full reign to just go in and eviscerate her, which she did.
You can see that the Kassadin is on the way in now. The TP is going to come in as well, but so much damage coming through onto this backline. Down goes the Jhin. The Zhonya's Hourglass is going to be popped, and down goes Yu-Gi-Oh on that Thresh, looking to try and flip this one, but not going to be able to make a lot there. But you know what? Trading fairly well. In comes the Kai'Sa, very, very aggressive, but is going to get stunned up by the Leona. Maybe a slight over-engage as in they go. The owner also going to overextend as well. Cho'Gath going to take that one. Quite happily gobble that one up. As we are going to see...
He's coming!
The Kindred is back and is going to take one out, but it's still going to be... They're going to keep going. That's going to be another one for the Kindred, and they're going to look towards the Baron. Divine Tsundere are going to look to try and open this one up now. So much damage from them.
Okay, but they knew that Kindred was coming up. Did Kai'Sa go in order to make them turn around so that they could clean it up and get Baron? Because that is actually insane. Because that's the only reason why you would, right? Because that was just too much of an over-engage. Because this Kai'Sa is 1-4, is 1-3 and 8 at the time. She's not actually worth that much. But she looks like she's worth a lot because she's a Kai'Sa. That's actually so smart. I want to give that aside. If that's intentional, that is mind games out the wazoo. That is absolutely insane, and I respect the hell out of it. That's awesome.
If that is the reason, and the Kai'Sa has said, look, I'm going to sacrifice my life knowing that this Kindred can then get more picks,
yeah,
my mind is blown.
Yeah, that's insane. That's so high level. That is the kind of play that means that tells you that you are
a top tier team.
That's the kind of play that deserves grand finals, if I do say so myself.
Of course, and they are going to all look to sit in this bush, try and trap, but Rek'Sai just going to pop the sonar, make sure that no one is going to get caught there. As we are
shield up.
20 seconds away from Divine Tsundere, looking towards a Soul.
Cloud Soul, specifically. Very nice. A lot of, Cloud Soul on Kassadin, it's over, right? Like, that burst of movement speed, like, if you thought you could get away from him before, it's gone, right?
Not only does he have a Cosmic Drive and Everfrost,
yeah,
but also he's Kassadin.
Yeah.
And is just going to jump forward, chase you down, as it's going to... This Drake is just gone immediately. Kassadin now has a Cloud Soul. So not only are you Monka W Kassadin level 18, you're also Kassadin with Cosmic Drive and Everfrost, and your level 3 ult, and Cloud Soul.
Okay. Now Kassadin is a problem. Now I'm scared of the purple on his face, right? I am scared of this boy, and I think that I'm confused are too. The game's getting pretty late, you know? Like, people are starting to hit their end-game power spikes, or at least they are on Divine Sundare's team. You gotta wonder how much longer this is going to go on. Do they wait for the next Baron? Do they possibly try and force a team fight? There's a lot of things obviously going on in their heads, and I think the later that they pull this, so maybe they do wait for the Baron, the later that they pull this, the higher their chances of winning, because they just scale so ridiculously.
Yeah, and they're playing this so well. We see Gnar moving up into the top side, is looking to maybe try and recall, as Kindred is just going to get caught out possibly, but they are moving down towards this Gnar, and Mega Gnar, you're not going to have much luck there, as you do get hooked up. Wonderful hook by the Thresh, and that's another kill over onto the Kassadin now. And
sensational from Yu-Gi-Oh! This game, I've got to say. Really good stuff.
It's been phenomenal by everyone on both teams, to be fair. I can't really fault anyone throughout this, as Kindred playing slightly aggressive is going to get caught out, and it's going to be another pick there onto the Annie. So both teams very much still in this. Yes, they might have lost the Baron. Yes, they might have lost the Soul. But I'm confused, are still very much in this. They're even on kills. They're starting to take a few turrets. They might be down a bit of gold, but they still have the potential to flip this.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Cho'Gath did manage to get a tower on bot, and as they've gone to defend the inhib turret, Kai'Sa and Kassadin are turning around and getting the turret on top. So now they are down to inhib turrets only. But here's the thing, is they're holding. They can't push any further than this. Yeah, it is 2020 at the moment, as is the the foresight of this game just being really close. And no, that was terrible. Forget I said that one. But the thing about this is they now have to play for the next objective, right? I'm confused. Their next objective on their list, the thing they need to tick off, is the mid tier 2, I think. Oh, no, sorry, bot tier 1's still up. No, need to square that one away, definitely. But more important than that is Baron.
In they go onto this Cho'Gath, but look at the shield that they get from Gargoyles. You know what, the rest of I'm confused. They're like, you know what, it's not worth our time. It's going to take us 35 years to burn through this Cho'Gath's health, and we'll see you later.
Gargoyles, the shield is gargantuan. Massive.
It really is. Like, that's so much damage going through onto that Annie as well. The Kindred is just absolutely blasting through people as Thresh. Very, very aggressive. He's going to pull himself in with the hook, but it is going to be Ayasur. He's going to take out Yu-Gi-Oh now. Is in the back line, but is it going to be enough? It is going to be Annie Banani gets a pick over onto the Annie. It is going to be shut down over onto the Kassadin, and it is going to be Ayasur playing so well on this Gnar, looking to just keep going. It's going to be a double kill for the Rek'Sai. They are going to chase down. Is the Kai'Sa going to be able to escape? The Gnar is just going to keep throwing those boomerangs, and that's going to be an ace. I'm confused are still in this one.
And when we were talking about, signs of life and the fact that they're not out yet, what an answer to go for from losing Baron, from losing Cloud Soul to an ace, and now taking this tier 2 tower. It's in fact, scratch that. They can push in here. It's only a threat.
Looking at death timers, I believe that they might even They might even just take this inhib right here as well. They have the demolish procs available. Just gonna burn through that turret, and then
Rek'Sai and Jin. Look at that. He hit the tower for 1k on one ability. That was absolutely
so. We are going to see super minions now walking down the mid lane for the side of I'm Confused, and if you know what, if anyone's confused in this matchup, it's definitely going to be Divine Tsundere coming in so strong, playing so aggressive. You saw the burst potential of that Kindred and the Kassadin, but as soon as the burst had finished, in comes Ayasur on this Gnar. And you know what? I said that they had the potential to be a carry player throughout this, and they have been. This Gnar is so strong, and they can look towards the Baron now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you also got to keep in mind that it was definitely an I'm Confused. Oh, hang on. They don't have vision. Oh no, they've got the vision.
The vision is there, but Scarlet is going to get stunned up, and this Kassadin is going to escape barely. Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be the next one to go, as it is going to be a chase down onto the Kindred. Everyone is just running for their lives on Divine Tsundere now. And you know what? On the side of I'm Confused, they're pulling this out. They're going to go for Baron, and they're playing it so well now.
The only thing is if they're at Baron, they need to do it quickly, because 30 seconds until that Elder Drake spawns, and you know that Divine Tsunderes are going to set up for it while they're at Baron. Because Elder Drake on Divine Tsunderes is some serious business.
Oh, I don't even want to think about the Elder Drake combined with the Kindred Burst, the Kassadin. That's scary.
You know how,
it's nearly as scary as a 4th shot Jin with Elder.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Alright, here comes the Elder Drake. And
this is,
take it. They're a little bit far away, but in comes Cho'Gath. This is the fight to end all fights right here. I'll leave it in your capable hands, Joe.
Yeah, we're really looking at possibly a game-ending fight. Whichever one of these two teams is going to take it is probably going to take the game, and it is going to be Scarlet. He's going to get that engage first, and he's going to get the first pick over onto Leona. Looking to keep pushing this one, as it is going to be the Jin picking up the Cho'Gath, trying to keep this one going. Kai'Sa is going to find one, going to make another one, and that's going to be a clean sweep. Jin will find 2, but they don't even need anything. They don't need the Elder. They don't need anything. These death timers are going to be long enough. They can take this bot turret, and they can open up the inhib, and they can take the game. Divine Tsundere with this incredibly stacked Kindred are just going to look to end this game right here, right now.
What an answer. What an answer. Perfect team fight, perfect opportunity. Did everything by the book in that. They took it on their own terms, they won it, and now they are going to be going through to face Hecarim PTSD tomorrow in the semi-finals. You know how you say it's over in Japanese?
How?
Owarida. And this is looking pretty Owari, if you ask me.
That one is done. It is going to be Divine Tsundere taking that one. Unfortunately, you know what? I made a prediction, and we've decided that I'm not allowed to make predictions anymore. I will be asking you for yours, but I'm not allowed because whatever I say, that team will lose.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that's true. And whatever I say, the team will win unless it's based on nepotism. That's what we've learned. That's what we've learned.
yeah. So you know what? That was an incredible game, back and forth throughout. Both teams putting out an incredible performance, and unfortunately, I'm confused coming off a really, really dominant game, not able to bring this one back. The team just scaled better. The Kassadin, the Kindred, they got fed and they just ended up taking it.
I think the score's wrong.
Oh yeah, the one up there.
Yeah, I was just
that...
looking and I was just like, hang on a minute. Yeah,
no,
there
we go. It's gone.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's all sorted now. It's all sorted.
There we go.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game from I'm Confused previously, and a fantastic game here. I will stand by that game was close as anything. That one last team fight was what decided it. And the thing is, before that, I was actually thinking I'm Confused we're going to take it. I didn't think that Divine Sundays had what it takes to contest the Drake setup and actually, win off that. So I was very surprised when they did, but the plays that they made, the fantastic team fight setup, Kindred separating the squishies, making them have to run away from the rest of their team and just utterly running them down in order to win that team fight. It was fantastic. You couldn't have orchestrated it better.
But the Gnar of Ice, so close to bringing that one back. That Gnar was so strong throughout, and really hats off to you as well.
Yeah, Gnar is the MVP on I'm Confused, for sure.
So it does look like that's going to be the end of the broadcast for us. Have you got anything to plug before we go?
Anything to plug? Well,
I've got something right there to plug. That's my Twitter right there. You can go ahead and follow me.
Oh, not Joe Burton.
Yeah, that's me.
For me, you can go ahead and follow this one. That's at ShoopedYT. I post memes. I post posts, and I also do weddings and bar mitzvahs. So
your DMs are open for them.
Oh yeah, always.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. You've been absolutely lovely to see and been absolutely incredible games to cast as always. Remember to tune in this time next week for the semi and grand finals. Until then, stay safe and we'll see you very, very soon.
Farewell.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. 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 Don't pause. Press play. Press play. Press play.